also done career talks and guidance. I have done motivational talks. I have preached. I have mentored. So I have done so many other activities in regard to students. And therefore, just as I was also guided, I would also love to give back to the society. So thank you so much, Misa and Joseph, for joining, and also Douglas for inviting me to present, and not only to present, to be the first presenter. You know, when you are a first presenter, you don't sleep well. You always just think, oh my God, how will it turn out? But I thank God that the ones I was even saying, even if it's one person, at least we will have impacted a life that will impact a generation. So don't feel that we are few, we are what. I know many others will join, but we are going to do so. Choosing a career. I hope you can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, choosing a career. So we have the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement. Service, and I was who learned in the village, in the Bundus. It was very difficult. You would hear Douglas will tell you that ungeskia somebody telling you about universities, you freak, and you're like, will I really?
Very true.
This word, Kenya Universities and Colleges Service. The forms are in school and you're supposed to be filling the forms, and there you're not really performing well. You've never been to Nairobi. You've never been to Nairobi.
We are losing you a bit.
Yeah, you've never been to Nairobi. It used to be JAB then. JAB.
Yeah.
Douglas, you remember?
Yeah.
I know these people would really not know that it used to be JAB, but therefore we are seeing colleges and universities being incorporated. And I think it is something that the government has done. And if you go to the internet, you will get everything about the courses that you want to do, about every other thing that you want to do. But then here we are just to help you choose and find out exactly what really fits me as a student, as a lady, as a man, in my interest, my family. You know, there are so many other things that bound us, even as we are choosing this career. So rule number one, I will call it rule number one, is that you need to choose a career that is something you really like to do. Not that I want to be a doctor because my parents wanted to be doctors and they did not get the aggregate points, or they didn't come to a family that would help them do that. Or my friend is doing this course and it looks GC, it has a big name, it's an engineering course, or it's a what kind of course, so I would also want to do it. So you choose a career that is something you really like to do, and that is something I would wake up to. You know, when I am waking up to do something, when I am even thinking, when I sleep and I think, how will I wake up to improve the life of students in school? How will I attack this point? Therefore, then it shows that I am really interested in my teaching, and I would really want people or my students to gain out of it. So that is why I am insisting that you really choose something that you really like to do. And then do your research and choose carefully and thoughtfully. There are times that we choose careers without doing any research. We don't know about it. And then you go into a field, you realize that it has so many other things that are needed, or probably you cannot even afford maybe the materials that are needed in that career. You end up dropping it because maybe it is expensive, or you really need to do so much research, or there's something that really is about that career that is not tingling in you. It is not aching you. It is not making you feel like you're going to get something out of that. And you end up dropping. Maybe you did it because you got an A and you are told, and you got an A and you're told that those people who get A's, or those people who get this kind of grades, are supposed to do what? They're supposed to do this kind of a thing. So you end up doing it because you are told. You really don't have, you've really not researched on it. You've really not carefully thought about it. So I think that should really be avoided. And then make it meaningful to you. Make the career that you're doing suit you as an individual. I remember I went to the Catholic University, and while there,
Lost you again, probably the network, but I know she's going to come back. Yes, Eddah, can you hear us? Right, I know she's coming back. I think you're understanding the concept. One, the first rule and the second rule, which are very key. So Eddah, as you come back, maybe, yeah, she's on, I think, yeah.
Does she know we can't hear her?
Yes, I was sorry, I was doing something. You know, working from the house is quite a problem. So you will just bear with me. So I was saying that make it meaningful to you, and I was giving you a short example. I went to the Catholic University, and as I was a little bit confused because I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I was going to the university somehow. I had it in my heart that I was going. And while there, of course, we did education, and I did English literature. And while there, I was asking myself, how can I improve myself as an individual? What activities can I align myself into? And you see, you'll find yourself doing, there are things that you do at the university. You are in this club, you're in that club, you're going to visit. So I remember we had a journalism club, and it was now my first time to go to Hell's Gate. And there's a teacher who used to help him do his research. He was undertaking his PhD. And that is how at times we would get a little coin here and there. So when you're doing something, make it meaningful to you in terms of how is it benefiting you, apart from whatever your mother is giving you or whatever your parents are giving you as pocket money at the university. Can you align yourself in terms of, can I be in a position to get this 200 shillings or 300 shillings to just help me enhance whatever I'm having? So as an individual, you need to also put that into consideration. Don't just go do a course. You've gone, done a course, and then probably I have gone, done the teaching. Then when now people close, because I remember we used to close for quite some time, 3 months. So during those 3 months, I remember I started teaching when I was in first year. I volunteered and I was being paid 2,000 shillings. It was such a little money, but then I was still being paid. A first year being paid, I was very, very tiny. So what I'm saying is that make whatever you are doing meaningful to you. Before you choose a career, you're asking yourself, can I survive with this career even without a job? Can it help me get somewhere? Can it help me get something? If you're a lady, can it help me buy my... The questions that should be lingering in your mind choosing a career. Now, my next slide there is reading how to choose a right career option. We all know about the university cut points. Of course, now our KCSE is out, and there's really nothing much you can do, not unless you want to go for remarking, then there's really nothing much you can do about it. So we all know our cutoff points, and we know what affects us, what we can do, how we can do it, and all that. We are being told that after matching your career to the relevant cluster subject, look at the cutoff points of each to check whether you attain the minimum points by the CUSPs or the institution of higher learning. And what even I was telling myself is that I don't have to subject myself to learn in Kenya. You know, I learned that there are so many other scholarships outside here, but it's only that our parents fear that maybe you're too young, you can't go outside, you can't go, you can't go to Australia, you can't go to Malaysia, you can't go to the UK. So there are so many scholarships online that you can check and see whether you qualify. So you really don't have to to tie yourself in Kenya. Probably your blessings are outside there. You're supposed to go outside there, then expand there, and then come and help others to even follow you. So I know we have the university placement here in Kenya, but then who told you that you have to go to a university in Kenya? So maybe you're just limiting your potential. Be very, very aggressive. And I believe in aggression and integrity. If I know this thing, I did this, and you don't even have to be an A student. You don't even have to be a B student. You can be aggressive with whatever points that you have. If you have the desire, probably there's something that happened that made you get the grade that you got. But if you have the desire, you'll definitely know this is what I want, this is what I am going for, or probably I can improve here. I can take TOEFL exams and improve here, and also get my I have seen students go outside there to do something and to just get these degrees, and it is possible for you to go overseas and still do what, and still fight for your position in the society and come back, or probably just live there and have a family there. So it is possible. Vocational skills are practical first-hand skills, so you should also think about the vocational skills. How will it help me? This probably we have certificate courses. We also have diploma courses in vocational colleges. So things like masonry, we have things like what is it called? We have plumbers. You know, we have very few plumbers in Kenya, and let me tell you, during Corona period, the people who are getting money were those electricians and plumbers. Because if your electricity had defaults, then you were in the house with the children, with everybody. So you would call this electrician to come and help you. Or probably you didn't have water, you'd call this plumber to come and help you. That is when I sat down and I asked myself, I think this is also a very good cause for someone to do. And are we still there?
We are there.
Oh, so okay. I need you to tell me so that I hear that you are with me. Si mmeenda kutembea huko town na mmeniacha hapa ninajiongelesha. Okay, so I was just saying, you know, I sat myself down and I was telling myself that these are courses that you can use to enhance that which you have, and you will not sleep hungry. Yes, I have done teaching, but I've also done, I have done this. You need to know how to enhance your career, so that I am not only going to focus on one line. I can do one thing, enhance it with another. And then told, so
Osijali, that is parenting and teaching.
So what I have, so it is always advisable for one to scrutinize their natural talents and abilities and choose to work in a job that will harness those talents. Using one's talents in their job makes one enjoy whatever you're doing. Let's say, and I always see those people who are talented in very many different ways. I don't know if we are talented to be teachers. I don't even know if it's a calling or a talent. I can't really place it. But personally, I know I enjoy what I'm doing. But even as we are talking about talents, you are supposed to know, is this my talent, or it is my, yes, your career can be your talent. But when you have a career that is aligned with your talent, let me tell you, you always and will always doing things naturally. Let's say you are a people's person. You like doing what? You like talking to people, or you like bringing people together and psyching them and just making the room warm and everything. So what you will do, you can tell yourself, I will take BCom, and I will take BCom, and what will I focus on? I will take BCom and I will focus on marketing. So let me tell you, when you're doing your marketing, when you've been given a group, or when you've been given a product to market, you will use your chain to do what? You will use your chain to market whatever products you have. And you're going to use your chain very, very well, because this is something that will come out naturally. I'm just trying to think about something like motivational speaking. You're a motivational speaker, and you are also a teacher, or you're a motivational speaker and you're also a doctor. And many teachers are always motivational speakers. And you like motivating people, you like giving them heart in life, you like giving them hope that is in life, and you're a doctor. So it will really work out for you, because you'll find this, what is it called? A patient. Maybe a patient needs palliative care. The patient, you definitely know that this patient is not going to do what? To make it in life, and they need palliative care. So what do? You do what? You continue motivating them, you continue just giving them hope in life, and you continue helping them see that tomorrow there's something that will happen to me. I will take this medicine. I have a reason to wake up. I have a reason to do this. But I also noted that which we go through in life will always make us be mean to others. So that if I am if I have some bitterness in me, I will not be in a position to do what? I will not be in a position to execute that which I'm supposed to execute very well. I'll definitely be feeling the bitterness. And that's why you find there are just people who are bitter with life. You have a career, you are bitter in life, you are not doing your work very well, but you find that this person, akikuja, if the person comes to touch something, it is just magic that happens there. But there's something in them that is not really cool. Let me call it that way. It's not fine. So we also need to work on our character. We need to work on ourselves. We need not to be so hard with ourselves, because at times when you've gone through life and life has shown you the rough side, you also want to do what? You also want to show life that you can do it and you can make it, and it makes you rough. And that's why you'll find a nurse who is very, very harsh. You'll find a teacher who is very, very harsh. You'll find a pastor who is very, very mean. You will find people in different sectors who are mean. They can't talk to you well, but you always give that which you have. And that's why I'm saying, for you to execute your work very well, you need to work on your character. You need to work on you. And we will see that even as we are moving on. Choose career options that match your values. So knowing that you value, knowing what you value most will help refine your career search and choice. That is helping others, prestige, high income, flexible hours, working hours. So helping others. Do you like helping others? Prestige. Are you choosing a career? There are people who choose a career because of the name. I want to be a doctor because when I be called a doctor, I will feel very nice, and my family members will really respect me. I want this career because it has a high income. I want this career because it has flexible working hours. So you need to establish and align value, career choice, and career goals for your own motivation. So there is really no substitute for knowing yourself. You are the only person who can know yourself. So even as you're doing this, be in a position to do things that are aligned to yourself. If being called a doctor is what will give you meaning in life, go for it, because that is what is helping you. If helping others is what gives you meaning in life, then go for it. If having a high income is what will give you meaning in life, go for it. So long as you do what you give us the fine product at the end. Because if I want to be called Dr. Nani, engineer this person, and that is what will motivate me to work very hard, then I will work very hard to be this best engineer. I will work best doctor. So that is what I am really talking about. And then we have factors to consider. So one thing is that you should explore a number of career and majors, and then get involved. You get involved in the career, get advice from people of the target occupation, follow your passion, dare to try something new. And then don't focus on a career just to get a lot of money. You see, I mentioned that we should, if that is what is pushing you and you know you are going to do it very well, go for it. But let that money not be the sole thing, because at the end of it all, you will be in a position to pay for it. So if I know I am supposed to work from 8 to 5 and it is just 8 to 5 because the government is paying me to teach from 8 to 5, then after 5 I will not be seen in that school, then it means I'm being driven by money. But if I can give more after 5, I can give more, I can talk to students, I can give career talk to students, and no one is seeing that, no one is paying that, then there's something that I am adding. Yes, money is good, I will not lie to you, money is sweet, but let it not be the sole motivator. And if it is the sole motivator, do your work and it will follow you. So do not select a career just because it's cool or seems to have a promising prestige. I need you to select a career that will align to your values. Then now I mentioned earlier on that if you find it prestigious, work with it and work smart with it. So let you work and let you be seen to be somebody who is valuable, to be somebody who has integrity at the end of it all. So don't let someone else push you into a job. That is, of course, parents, friends, society, social media, and all that. And then don't assume that you have it all figured out because of your performance. There are people who you have, your clusters are matching, you can do so many other things and all that. And now you go and do something that is so complicated, and it is even very hard for you to do to get a job in Kenya or any other place. Even it is very hard for you to get employed. So always volunteer, always do things that are easier to be, make it easier for you to be employed. Do courses that are relevant. Ask yourself, if I do this course, where will I be employed? And if I'm not employed, am I able to feed myself? Am I able to take care of myself? So those are some of the questions that you need to ask yourself. And then we have factors affecting career choice. We have interest and motivation. We have skills, aptitudes, people's skills, experience, family, traditions, personality, life goals, and work values and flexibility. I think I've talked about so many of these things. Family traditions. There are some families that believe that women cannot do this, but I don't know if they still exist, but the women cannot do this, or women are supposed to be at home, but I think we are in the 21st century, and now you can do anything. You can do anything as a man. You can do anything. You can be, in fact, men make very good chefs. If you're a man, you can make a very good chef. So these are some of the things I'm thinking about. How can you enhance your skills? How I am a doctor or I'm a teacher, and I also bake cakes. I am a teacher and I can also do interior decor. I am a teacher and I can also give my services somewhere. So what else can you do to enhance your skills? you're doing your career choices. So affecting our interest, personality, what did you go through? Are you dealing with your issues? Probably you have issues at home, your parents have issues, or it is you, maybe you went through a very rough childhood. So, is it affecting how you're looking at things? Are you just a bitter person? Because you see, when you get bitter with life, you will not be better at it. It will affect you in one way or the other, so that which you are carrying in your cup, if you're carrying coffee in a cup and somebody knocks you, it is only coffee that will pour from that cup, nothing else. So that is the bitterness that we are talking about. Are you in a position to bitterness to even help you be a better person in your career? As a better person, I want to become a better teacher. Every day I keep myself, am I in a can I be corrected? So this we need to be asking ourselves. So where to go for help? Where can you get help? So we have career centers, like here. We have in the colleges and at the universities that you'll go to, you'll have faculties. At times you'll choose a career and you find that, wow, I don't fit here. So how will I change? How will I change it? So you don't just suffer with, at times you are so psyched, but when you go for the first lesson and the second, feel spirit is just refusing and repelling that. So go to the faculty that we have at the university. Am I and ask, can I be helped? Can I change this? Can I do this? We have student organizations that speak for students. You can get help from there. We have the placement services, of course, like the CUSPs for us. You can also get help from there. Ask someone, I am doing this and I feel like this. I am doing I've chosen medicine, but I can't stand people I can't stand dead people. So I can't stand I can't stand blood. So what can I do? How can I be helped? So these are some of the things that you need to also consider. And then what to look for in a career. I think I have really talked and balanced about that. The major career field target, preferred type of work, income requirements, special needs, the stress levels. We have amount of independence, indoors versus outdoors. Do you work? How do you work? Amount of independence. Are you able to even work from the house? Can you do some other things? Because you should know, like now journalism, if you're a journalist, you can't just go anywhere like that. If you're a journalist, you are a brand. You in fact, I saw those people who work for Citizen TV. They were told not to participate in any public some other things. You need to know this career. Will it allow me? Can it allow me do adverts for other people? You see, if you are if you're a media personality, you can't start advertising geisha or Omo or soap or something. So that is what I'm talking about. Are we there?
Yes.
You're losing me.
You're okay, you're there.
Okay, so we are talking about a boss. What kind of a boss do you have? Then we are talking about the industry itself. How is it helping you? The benefit and the perks. What are some of the benefits that we'll get? The bonuses, what? I know if you're talking about PwC, I have a friend who was working at PwC. You'd just be given work, and that is the PricewaterhouseCoopers. You'll just be given work, and you go. Then they just want the final product. They don't care where you do that work from. So if you want to do it from the house, if you want to stay in the office until 10, for them, they don't close their offices. You can even go there at 2 a.m. and still work. So you see such kind of places. So if this career that you're choosing, will it take you places Is it international? Can you go and do some other courses somewhere with whatever? Can you enhance yourself? Or is it just tying you down? So these are some of the things that we need to ask ourselves as we are going on with this. And then the flexibility, of course, select, you need to select careers that offers a room for growth at your workplace. And should you want to change, you can switch easily and change. You need to know that if I am doing this career, I can enhance it with this other one. If I am doing law, I can go and read something on lands so that I become, you have knowledge on land, and you can help those people who are going through that. Or you can have knowledge on children so that you go and help those people, the families who have a problem with their marital whatevers and the children and all that. So this law that you're doing, how can you enhance it? You can't just say that I'm a lawyer. What kind of a lawyer are you? Which is your field? And where are you directed towards? So that is what we are talking about. When you're talking about, I talked about, what is it called? Become. If you're talking about become, if you are a teacher, you can't just be a teacher. There's definitely something that you will be teaching. I teach English, or I teach geography, or I teach this. If I am going to be maybe even a lab technician or a librarian, how am I, where exactly will I work? If you want to be a cateress, what do you know? Stock taking? How do you know things to do with bakery? Do you know things to do with whatever? So that is what you need to do. I can see Joseph raising his hand. Joseph, what is the matter? Joseph, is there a problem?
Unless it's by mistake.
You can see a career counselor. Okay, personally, let me tell you, there are parents who are normally very focused and they want their children to get the best. You see a career counselor, and you see it doesn't have to be a counselor whereby we have a big board, there's a counselor there. Even Douglas is a career counselor. Even me, I'm a career counselor, because we are just counseling you on things that have worked for us. We are not telling you things that are out of this world. And I always want my students. A student of mine was being admitted to the bar. She was my English monitor. And she's a lawyer. So I was telling her that now at least I have a personal lawyer. And she was telling me, yes, teacher, I am your personal lawyer. You know. So some of these things we were telling them in class, and she was telling me, thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you. And she was not an A student. She was not A in the maths and all that. She actually got C+. And she's now a lawyer. She was admitted to the bar. So it is the resilience. What is in you that can make you perform? Do you know, at times you can get the A, you can get the B, you can get whatever grade you have, but your personality will not make you perform. Whatever you believe in will not make you go very far. So people, in fact, workers, employers, they want the product. They don't want your grades. It is the product. So even as you're taking that career, what attitude do you have toward the career? Are you able to work extra hours? Are you able to give solution giver? Because there are some people who complain about everybody. They get, the work is just moshene, from here to there, carrying words, doing this. But are you somebody who is, are you in a position to stand for and say, yes, I said it, you said this, and I mean, it is not gossip, it is the truth, and this should stop. So you should be somebody who has integrity, professional. A professional does not carry words from here to there. You are told and you say, I will see. If you are you somebody who can be corrected? Because I read somewhere that if you are corrected and you start feeling something bad inside you about yourself, then work on your ego. It is your ego that is talking. It is not you. So is your ego too big? Do you feel like, yes, I am a doctor, there's nothing that this nurse will tell me, or there's nothing that this patient is going to tell me? So work on your attitude. That is what I always say, work on your attitude. And then getting experience. How can you get experience? There are some people, there are jobs that will come. A job is being advertised and you're told we are only employing those people with 5-year experience. So where do they expect these other people to get experience from? So experiences can be got from volunteering. It can be gotten from, you study abroad, and you don't have to go abroad, by the way. You can even have a short course online, internships. You can have an on-campus employment. Like I remember in our campus, those students who came from humble background would work in the library and get something small. You can have projects. You can help in research. I remember when I had just finished campus, I was helping somebody do their research on PhD. So you can do that. On the job training, you can go and be trained on the job and be willing to be trained. Usikwe kichwa ngumu, be willing to be trained. So apprenticeships, you can also go through that. So it is when now you as an individual, are you willing to be trained? Are you willing to just go and work, and then this person will see whether you fit there? So those are some of the things that you're talking about. And down there, it is, I've written, nothing teaches like experience. So it is that experience that will teach you on what you're supposed to be doing. So that is what you need to know. And then exactly, you should know what the employer wants. If I know that my employer wants me to be there by 8, I know I will always be there. And then do I hold a leadership position? Am I, and do you know, there are some people who will leave a company and you will not even notice that they were there. There are some people who will leave a class and you will not even notice that they were there. So what are you adding? What value are you adding? This course that you are adding, or this course that you are doing, is it going to add value to you and even to your employer, or you're just doing a course? If I am a teacher, what else am I doing to enhance my teaching skills? I've done teaching. I can still go do counseling. I can still go do a course in career speaking. I can still, you'll see these short courses that we are talking about are the things that are giving you a plus, because we can be teachers, but how are you standing out different? How are you coming out as a unique product? So you need to be a unique product. You need to package yourself so that whoever is seeing you, they know that exactly Joseph has packaged themselves. They know exactly who you are, because we have courses. People do courses. You've seen people doing courses and coming back to sit in the house. There are no jobs. So you really need to package yourself very, very well. And then you need also to explore part-time jobs. I think I've talked about that. On-campus jobs. You can help. I was selling some bed sheets. I remember when I was in campus, I would sell some bed sheets. I would sell some clothes. I would do some activities to just give me some money. So these are some of the things that you need to be asking yourself. If I'm going to college, what else can I do to help me get? And you see, that will even help you in life. You'll know how to stand for yourself. You don't just depend on that. And then we have the fast economy. How do you survive the fast economy? You'll always have some control over your career. You must always accept risks and plan for the future to advance your career. And then a college degree does not guarantee employment. So at times you would not get employed. What will you do? A commitment to lifelong learning will help you keep employable. So lifelong learning, there's a seminar here I want to go to. People are being sent here I want to go to. Like yesterday I saw that TSC will not be employing the P1 teachers. So you've done P1, where will you go? So if TSC says that it's not employing, what will you do as a P1 teacher? How are you going to help yourself? It is saying, oh, it's going to do what? Teachers will do either science or arts subjects, and then you go on another 1 year to do what? To do a course in postgraduate. So what is all that? Things are changing, and we also must be very flexible. If I cannot do teaching, can I cook mandazi? If I cannot cook mandazi, can I go to the shamba? If you need to know how to survive, and at the end of it all, it is you to get to where you want to go. No one will come to push you. It is you to push yourself. So I think the more you know, the greater your marketability. So I think that is my presentation, and I will stop there. And as I wait for questions from you,